And we're back. I hope. Got a new microphone in action. I hope it works. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, please comment below where you are watching from. You don't have to get too specific. You don't have to give your actual address or any type of secret identification. Just your basic city and state, and I'll let you know when the Jared Dog Comedy Roadshow will be coming to a town near you, hopefully soon. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up in Iowa. Mobile, Iowa is this Saturday night at the Crankshaft Bar and Grill. I'm excited to make my appearance there for the first time. They've been bringing in the Pub and Grub comedy tour. Shout out to Matt and Melissa over there, who've been bringing in the Pub and Grub comedy tour for about a year now. And then we have Wednesday, December 15th. I'll be right here in my hometown, Ames, Iowa, at Mother's Pub. It'll be their final show of their fall series. I think they're going to kick it back up and start it again in the second semester after the Christmas break, winter break. Then I've got New Year's Eve, Friday, December 31st in Manson, Iowa. Also my stomping grounds. That's at the Shoreside Pub and Grub. Shout out to Jesse and all the cool people up in Manson. Manson is notorious for actually several things. And for such a small town, it's actually got quite a bit of fame associated with it. Apparently some giant asteroid hit like hundreds of thousands of years ago and created this giant crater, this giant hole outside of town. And so every year they have Greater Crater Days, which is the town festival. And they actually bring in a lot of cool entertainment for Crash My Crater. Last year they had in some great country acts and brought in like 2,000 or 3,000 people. So we are raring to go. Manson is also famous for the time that Jared Dog had one too many shots of Jägermeister live on stage in front of a crowd full of people, in front of a bar crowd that kept sending up shots of Jägermeister, one after the other, one too many. And the results of that interaction found its way onto MTV's Ridiculousness. If you've ever seen that episode of Ridiculousness that had a little clip from the Jared Dog Roadshow from way back in the day, hit me up with a like or a laugh or whatever, or a comment. If you're from Manson and you know what I'm talking about, let me know. If you don't know, all you got to do is check out the movie Road Dogs. It's all in there, in full detail. And maybe sometime on one of these live video updates, I'll present the clip from that. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know if I want to continue to embarrass myself with that part of Jared Dog history. Otherwise, we've got a lot of fun stuff in January. I'll be at Club Vega in Kimball, South Dakota. Charles Manson, Dave says. And then in February, I'll be, where am I going to be in February? Now I've got something. Let me check the dates right here. Get out of that. Oh, yeah, February, Creston, Iowa, at the Eagles Club. We'll be doing a fundraiser for the Parks and Rec. And I said, hey, are you sure you know who you're talking to? Have you gone online and seen and watched my videos? You do realize that this is for adults only. The over 21 crowd, those who are easily offended, need not show up. This is probably not for them. And they're like, nope, that's all right. We don't care. We want it to be fun. No holds barred. I'm like, that's the way I do it. So that's Saturday, February 12th in Creston, Iowa at the Eagles Club. And I'll post more about this and talk more later on. And then also I'll return to Manson in March when we bring back the Pub and Grub comedy tour. I'll be hosting those shows for an opening for some of the hottest headliners across the Midwest, bringing live comedy to the Shoreside Pub and Grub in Manson. Budman! Hello, sir. I hear you. Good. I'm trying a new microphone here, and I didn't know if it actually worked or not. And then I flapped my trap for 5-10 minutes straight, trying to promote everything we've got going on in the Dog Live world, which, by the way, if you haven't done so already, go over to Facebook, my Facebook page, Dog Live, Facebook fan page. Hit me up with a like. I just started that this weekend, and we're already up over 100 likes, which I know that's not like viral or anything, but it's still pretty cool that the Dog peeps are out there in full force. And I would love it if you came out to see a show. Come hang with me. Have a drink, share some laughs, hugs, high fives, handshakes. If you miss out on anything, hit me up with a message. I'll be back tomorrow with more live videos. Dog Live will be putting up more live videos. I just like flapping my trap and seeing who's out there and meet with the people, whether that's in person or whether that is the virtual experience. This last weekend in Pleasantville, Iowa, I want to give some shout outs to the post-prom committee who brought us in order to raise funds for prom. And they are also real cool. I'm like, hey, this is a high school fundraiser event. Are you sure rated R is okay? They're like, absolutely. We just want you to give your best possible show. And it's not like you got to do a whole lot of dirty or raunchy stuff in order to give your best possible show. But you do want to be able to perform without the proverbial handcuffs, if you know what I mean. If I got to worry too much about what I might say that could offend somebody, then even without cursing, it tends to restrict the creativeness. And I don't really like to do a whole lot of cursing anyway when it comes to doing the joke telling part. I think sometimes it's best to fill in those blanks in their head. But sometimes when I'm just free forming it and going off the cuff, I might drop a few F-bombs just to buy time, that little extra split second while I think of the best, most wittiest punchline that I can deliver in that particular moment. And then later on, probably listen back to the recording or remember back to what happened and think of something way fucking better. All right, that's it for now. Hey, Budman, I am sitting at school picking up my daughter. I can't wait to see you in concert again. You got it, Budman. Southern Wisconsin. Dog will be coming soon. And if you're in that area and if you can, if you have access to the Eagle radio station down in Rockford, I'm on every Thursday morning on Wake and Bake with Double T. And then I'll also be heading over to Boxcars Pub and Grub in Clinton, Wisconsin. That's not too far away from you, Budman. That'll be in May. We're going to be bringing on a whole big lineup, all heavy hitters, all headliners for one jam-packed Sunday afternoon of comedy. People say comedy can't take place on a Sunday afternoon. I beg to differ. We're going to prove them wrong. We've done it before. We'll do it again. That's going to be in May. So be on the lookout for updates regarding that show. We've also got a lot of Pub and Grub comedy tour, Bar Comedy USA happening all over the country. Stay tuned for more updates about that. This is it. That's it. Done flapping my trap. Oh, I forgot. I got to thank Josh Alton, Jameson Cox, Ian Pope, all three very talented performers who came out and entertained the folks at Pleasantville, the Memorial Hall. Very, very funny comedians who I look forward to working with again in the very near future. Jameson Cox will be there with me this Saturday, December 11th in Mobile, Iowa at the Crankshaft Bar and Grill. Tickets are on sale for that. Let me put the link for the tickets in that. I've got that right here. I'm going to put the link for those tickets. You can buy them online if you want. If you're in the Crankville area, if you're in the Mobile area and you want to head up to Crankville. Yeah, if you're in the Crankville area and want to come out and see myself and Jameson Cox crushing it at the Crankshaft Bar and Grill, you will not be shafted when you come to the Crankshaft this Saturday, December 11th, for some kick-ass comedy featuring myself and the Cox Man. Jamie was watching right there. There he is, Jameson Cox. Hilarious. Well done, my friend. Last Friday night in Pleasantville. Well done. And you never know how those shows are going to go because we show up, there was like maybe 11 people in the audience. And there was a lot of stuff happening. The next day, there was the Hawkeye game, and we actually drew a pretty good crowd on Saturday night. I think most people were saving the experience for Saturday night. We had like 11 people Friday night show, and some comedians get freaked out by that and then get on stage and either do a shorter set or maybe pull back a little bit on the jokes. They don't go full tilt. Jameson Cox definitely went full tilt. He went off the cuff and delivered a solid 30 minutes of warming up the crowd. And then I got up there, and it was just easy, just riding that wave on into the shore. So appreciate it, buddy. I can't wait to work with you this Saturday. The Crankshaft Bar and Grill. Shout out to Susan. Oh, my goodness. We've got it all. I've got it on audio. I've recorded the whole thing on audio. I might release it as my special, Jer Dog Live from Pleasantville. You know, because that's the type of show I could put that out and it wouldn't burn up any material because I didn't do fucking hardly any material. It was almost all off the cuff. There's a little bit in there, a little bit of material in there, but it's actually jumbled up so much you wouldn't be able to tell. I can't really tell anyway. I can't remember my material half the time when I'm doing these shows. I have to go off the cuff. If I don't have someone like Susan that shows up and presents themselves as a character, if it's one of these real polite audiences that just sits on their hands and does nothing, it can be a little bit difficult for me to get through my show and have a lot of fun with it. And having to remember like a set list, an A, B, C, D, E order of material to make it flow right. But when you have fun characters like this Susan, who Jameson is giving a shout out to, that was there last Saturday in Pleasantville at the Memorial Hall. I mean, it was endless. We could have gone on all night long just off of the unpredictable behavior that she was engaged in. And maybe I'll tell some of those stories. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Susan. Thanks for watching, Jameson. All right. Smash that like button, the laugh button, the angry button. I don't care what button you hit. Just hit a button and tune in tomorrow or some other time, whenever you want, for Jer Dog Live all over the internet. All right. Now it's just getting weird. I'll see you later. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.